Okay, folks, listen, I'm finna keep it real simple, right? I got a lot of ingredients right here, but first let me tell you what we making. We making the creamy Cajun shrimp pasta, and you know me, folks, we gotta do it with andouille sauces. Let's get it. All right, folks, look, I'm gonna go ahead and do a little fly over these ingredients right here. Now, look, it looks like it's a lot, but this is what you guys have in your cupboard, right? So, only thing I'm holding back here in the back, you know, this is my salt. You know, I like that kosher and I like that coarse grind, right? And then right here hiding from the back, what you guys already saw, that's my, you know, my andouille sausage, right? And this is a chicken andouille. That's like my favorite go-to, right? So the very first thing we're gonna do is fettuccine. I got some water boiling. I'm gonna go ahead and get that going. I got my salt. We're gonna put a couple of pinches of salt in the water and get these going. You wanna cook your fettuccine to the instructions on the box. We wanna do it for, you know, for al dente, right? So I've done that already, but I wanna give you guys a pro tip. What I wanna do is I wanna get my Pyrex cup. You guys wanna save back at least you can save back a half a cup, but I'm gonna go ahead and just save about that's good right there, about a cup. Listen, this pasta water right here is gonna help, you know, our creamy sauce adhere to our pasta, right? So I'll set that to the side. We'll take this. Listen, that's a pro tip, folks. And listen, if it get too thick, what that does is it helps it become a little bit more creamy, right? So al dente, we got it all right there. Now we're gonna use that cold water because we wanna stop it. We just finna shock it right here. Okay, so once I got it, you know, got it seasoned the way I like it, you know what I mean, that's just my initial seasoning, especially when it comes to the Creole kick, right? Then when I go ahead and mix this up right here, because I want this to like work into the flesh, you know what I mean? I can look at it and tell you that it's gonna take just a little bit more, but you don't wanna like over season it, you know? So now I'm gonna just open this up and do it. Now, if you guys paid attention, you notice that I have my tails on. You guys like it with the tails on or the tails off? I guess for eating purposes, it depends on where you are in the country. You probably want yours to have the tails off, you know what I mean? So you can just eat it. But I like having mine with the handle on sometimes. You know what I mean? So you let me know down in the comment section below what's happening. And don't forget, the full ingredient list will be on my, you know, website. That's Smokin and Grillin with AB.com, and that's WITAB.com. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and, you know, prep our andouille. I'm just cutting the ends off. I take this right here and I call this chef's choice. You know what I mean? It won't be the real chef's choice. I like to get one from the middle, but just give me something to snack on, right? So I'll just cut that off right there. Those are the ends. And then you guys cut them like how you want to. You know what I mean? I just do mine like this. Now you're gonna want about 1 pound, you know what I mean? About 3 of these nice links like this, do it. Okay, so look, I did my andouille. I'm just like prepping everything. And if I hadn't said already, look, this is really like a 1 pot, 1 pan, however you're gonna do it meal, right? So look, I go ahead and cut down some onions. I cut them down any kind of way. Believe me, they're gonna get nice and soft and, you know, disintegrate anyway and leave a nice flavor, right? So now I got a medium-high flame. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go ahead and add some extra virgin olive oil. If you guys don't already know, you know I use Branch and Vine garlic infused olive oil, right? So we'll let this heat up. Once this heats up, then I'm gonna go ahead. We start off by starting with our shrimp, folks. And I know y'all gonna be talking to me down at the bottom, talking about, man, AB, you should have took them tails off. Hey, listen, when I make good food like this, you tell me what should you do. You gonna eat it or you gonna sweat me about, you know, taking them tails off. All right, folks, now look, I want you guys to come in here and look at this right here. Remember how we put the Creole kick, the black pepper, right? And then what you guys didn't see is I put a little dollop of butter inside of that just to help it along, right? So you see that right there? That's the flavor, folks. Now, how we make that even better, we call that the fine in there, right? So now we take our medallions that we cut, you know, of our andouille sauces. And don't forget, that's a chicken andouille, folks. You know what I mean? It's made by Hoffy. You guys gotta get it. I don't care if you gotta order it or whatever. You know what I mean? That covers everybody across the board. Those who don't do the pork, you don't want no, you know, beef. Look, chicken andouille, the way to go. You know what I mean? I'm giving up the game, folks. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and get all of these down so that the flat piece will get, you know, touch the bottom of the surface. What we're gonna do is just brown it. We don't wanna cook it all the way. We wanna heat up that andouille, and that's the color you see. If you guys pay attention, look right there. See that orange and all that? Man, I can barely talk looking down into this pot. You know what I mean? My mouth is just like salivating. So you just want to get it all like this. I'm moving it more towards the center, right? The reason I'm doing that, because remember, this has got a gas flame, so it starts right here. And we just gonna brown it. Then we gonna flip it over. Only takes a couple of minutes, folks, at a medium flame. All right, folks, so look, take a look down here. If you look, you can see everything in the fine and all that kind of like turns that little orange color. That's the releasing of the andouille sausage, right? That's the seasoning that they have in there. That's what you want. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off. And because of this is all flavor, you ain't gotta mix nothing or separate nothing right here. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my shrimp and we just gonna put it all in here just like that. Now, next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and start to saute, our garlic and our onions. I'm gonna start with my onions first. So if you've been watching me for a minute, I always say, I believe that onions need a head start. Okay, now, practicing what I preach, we start off with our onions, right? You can look, I got all different shapes. You guys can cut them like this, you can julienne them, whichever you wanna do, you know what I mean? But like I say, I like to get a head start. All this is flavor, and now that I put something in here that's white, check this out. So you guys can see the flavor and the fine and the release. You see how they turn a different color? That's what you want, folks. If you're not getting this in the bottom of your pan, then we did something wrong. You know what I mean? But I'm giving you guys the game. This is how you do it, folks. Look at that right there. Now you want some of these onions, huh? Yes, sir. Okay, so look, you see how I took all of the onions and I kind of like scraped everything and put it all in the middle, right? So now we're gonna go ahead and go with our garlic. Right, this is my new press. This will be out for everybody if you guys want to purchase one of them. It's got the logo on there, SG, standing for Smokin and Grillin with AV. But here we go, look at this right here. Give it a good, right? Okay, so as you notice, I put the garlic on the top part, right? That's cool. Now we take some of that fresh thyme, just run your finger across that, the top, and it should look like that. But what I'm doing is I'm just stripping it down, right? We just don't want to put the twig in the inside. If you can help it. All right, so now we'll go ahead and move this around, start letting that heat get to that garlic and to some of that thyme, right? Now remember, I know I say fresh thyme. If you guys don't have fresh thyme, it's okay. You know what I mean? You can use, dried thyme, but fresh is always mostly the best option. All right, and now we'll come with our broth. Now look, it's gonna have to come back to a boil. I got it, it's gonna stop. Right? So what I'm gonna do is raise my heat up and make sure I'm at least at medium. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just get about 3/4 cup. That's good right there. I'm gonna look back at my pan to see if my pan is starting to boil. We on our way though, folks. Okay, so now that we come up to a boil right here, this is what I'm talking about right here. Already got that broth in here, that's coming down. Now we're gonna go ahead with our heavy whipping cream. Right? Now I made my fire. I raise it up a little bit. We a little bit more like a medium high flame, right? So we'll get that going. And then once I get this back to a boil, then we'll put our 2 cups of our tomatoes in. All right, so now, once we got that back to a boil, now we're gonna start adding, our tomatoes. Okay, so once you put the tomato in, and that acidity, right? So what you want to do is you want to balance it out with a little bit of sugar, right? So I'm gonna add just a couple of tablespoons of sugar. I want you guys out there, look, quit talking and doing all that, talking about how you added sugar to it. Trust me when I, tell you folks, it's just a balance. You won't taste the sweetness or nothing like that. When you hit it, I promise you it's gonna be right, right? So now we're gonna add the rest of our ingredients. So now I'm adding the rest of my ingredients, right? We just go ahead and start putting everything in. That's what we like about these little one-pot meals, right? You just put everything in the inside and you go from there. Okay, so as I, chop up and dice, or, whatever you want to call it when it comes to in your parsley, right? What I want to talk to you about is, listen, now we want to go ahead and taste our sauce, right? Reason being that we need to make some adjustments, we make them now. Now that we have our parsley, I'll just go ahead and add it. I'll bring my rubber spatula. Let me just get the rest of this off my cutting board. Right? This brings a nice little flavor to it, and it also brings a little color to it too. Look at that right there. Don't that look like one of them Cajun or Creole dishes right there? Ooh-wee. Now y'all talk to me and let me know. So after tasting this, I hit it with 2 pinches of salt, retasted it, and that was it right there, right? So now I'm gonna go ahead and just look at this right here, folks. We're gonna go ahead and hit it with this Parmesan, right? Nothing like that fresh grated. If you guys can, help it, go ahead and grate your own. Don't buy that, what is that, the store pre-shredded. Don't forget it's got that waxy film and it doesn't melt as much, right? But you see this right here? This is what you wanna have. All right, so with that heat that we have in there, we had a medium flame. Look at how this is coming together. This is like a thickening agent, right? Don't forget it bring that taste too. But look at that right there. Ooh-wee, it's screaming for the rest of it, ain't it, folks? All right, so don't forget we had that pasta, right? So now we're just gonna go ahead and just add this, like this, just like you see. Notice I got a pot that's big enough. Right, now check this out. Here's a piece that kind of like stuck. I didn't put no butter or no oil on it. I see people doing that, but when you do that, it makes it hard for everything to, coat your noodles, like whatever your sauce is, right? So I want it to be a little bit on the sticky side. So I run my hand through the colander and just try to separate it as best I can, right? Now don't forget, we saved some of that pasta juice, right? That's what's gonna tie all of this in here, along with a little bit more of that Parmesan. Now, I still got that heat on. I done reduced it down to like low, right? So look at this here. Now I'm getting ready to come with the rest, like my andouille sausage and my shrimp, right? So start getting that in there. Now I'll save some back, because really, when you do it like how I'm doing it right now, if you coat it all with the sauce, you know what I mean? What's gonna happen is it's gonna all blend in. For picture wise, you wanna save some just to put some on the top. Then we're gonna cut some more of that parsley, chop that down to get a little green in there. And then we finna turn this dish into a star, folks. If you remember, we saved that pasta water, right? So now I'm just gonna add just a little bit in here. I still got it on medium heat. And what you wanna do is you just wanna keep stirring this around, right? Then you wanna add a little bit more, Parmesan. You can grate a little bit more of that in there. But you see this right here? This is the way it should come out at the restaurant, looking like this. Now, if you guys wanna make it more of a creamier sauce, you could just like double the recipe, cook it on low, and make a whole lot, right? But this right here is the way I like mine. So I'm gonna continue on doing this. Look at that. It's nice, meaty. You got andouille everywhere. You know what I mean? We can see, look at that right there. You can see shrimp. Now, after it's been on a medium-high flame for about 2 minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and turn my fire off and just continue. If it needs a little bit more pasta juice just to make it creamy and wet for you, just go ahead and add some. Remember, we saved at least a cup. All right, y'all, so you see it. I just took some pictures of it, but you can see it's nice and meaty. Got andouille everywhere. You know what I'm saying? The main thing is we got that shrimp. We got all that flavor. Listen, I am not finna overtalk this. What I'm getting ready to do is, y'all tell me what y'all think about that right there. Just look at that. Look at how that cheesy, creamy sauce just sticks to it. If you guys want more, you can do that too. I didn't even actually put in all of the, pasta, because I didn't think that it would take it all, but it probably would have, you know what I mean? But look at this. Oh yeah. Okay, folks, so come here and take a look. You see it right there? Look, we done already put it on the plate or the bowl, whatever you want to call this right here. Hey, what I want to call it is going down my throat and going into my belly. Hey, I don't know, that sounds kind of tricky, so I'm gonna say pause. Hey, so I'm gonna go ahead and just get me some right here, because we still gotta take pictures of it, right? So I'm just gonna go ahead and get me a little bit of this pasta. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go ahead and give me some andouille, and I gotta get me a piece of that, that shrimp. But you see that right there? Let's bring this over the top. I'm not finna over talk it. Guess what, folks? Cheers. Whew, this right here is right. I don't know if you guys can capture any beads on my face or whatever. This is nice and smooth. Don't let the little heat that's inside of this right here, fool you. You can give this to kids. If you want to, you can omit, the cayenne pepper, right? I didn't put too much in there. Just enough to go along with the Creole kick, and that right there, that combination was just fire. Don't forget, it's on my website, smokingandgrillinwithab.com, and that's WITAB.com. Now, if you're new to this channel, let me take this time to say thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, smash that subscribe button, and tell everybody out there, check this out. There's a channel out here that's simplifying these recipes and taking the mystery out of cooking. And this right here will feed a family of, I'm gonna say 5 to 6. With that being said, I'm finna take this and that. I already got my Kool-Aid over there, and I'm out. Peace.